Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. I'm glad that you were here for another little chat. So I'm obviously back to my normal setup for these videos. I definitely like this much more than just speaking into a ring light. I think that has its place, but I think in general, I prefer, this setting, just me sitting in a chair talking to you guys. I want it to feel like an open environment for conversation and dialogue. And I just feel like for right now, this is kind of my thing, just sitting here in this space talking with you guys. Like I said, I think the ring light has its place. It's definitely easy for making quick videos, which I obviously did several of over the past few days. But I'm happy to be back here with my normal light setup and the microphone and everything. So just to kind of recap the last few days, Friday, I had a friend come over. We talked about my channel, some ideas that I have for some stories I'm working on, some film ideas, just a bunch of different creative endeavors. We kind of offered each other a challenge to accomplish this week, which I haven't gotten started on due to how I've been feeling, but I hope to get to that soon. And then when Friday night came around for me to make a video, I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling run down. And I think that was kind of the start of the issues that I've had this weekend. Saturday obviously was a short one because of D&D. I was happy to announce, I've lost 40 pounds and now I've lost, as of this morning, 41 pounds. So, I'm a little over halfway now to my weight goal, and that's good. I've put a lot of work into the past few months. I've made a lot of changes, and it's heartening to see that those changes are actually working. Yesterday, it really started Saturday night, I guess I should say, but yesterday was just a very unpleasant day for me due to side effects, like I mentioned. I'm not completely over those at this point. I'm better today, and I've tried to figure out some things to prevent this from happening in the future, and hopefully that works. And if not, then I need to have some conversations with some doctors, but I'm feeling much, much better today, hence why I was able to, make a regular video in my regular setting. Today was a good day, just did laundry, did dishes, listened to some podcasts and exercised my brain a little bit. And then this afternoon, I had an appointment with an academic advisor. I got myself registered for 2 classes for a short accelerated period of 8 weeks starting in March. I'll be taking 2 classes that I think should be pretty easy for me. Yes, there'll be work because, it's an entire semester condensed into 8 weeks. So, I'll have more due dates a week than I normally would, but with the classes that I'm taking, I think that it should be okay. I'm taking a theater appreciation class, which, if you know me, is not going to be an issue, I think. And I'm also taking a philosophy class. I need to get some of my humanities out of the way before I get back into things full speed. Definitely need a lot of math work to even get to like the prereq level. It almost makes me second guess myself as far as a major goes. I know that if I stuck to something like the humanities or history, I would have far less math requirements and it would probably be much easier going for me. But I just don't know if there's really a future in those careers as opposed to the one that I could potentially have following this science program. So I just gotta, buckle down and, things may change. I might decide that that's not the path for me and I need something else. But for right now, I'm just gonna work on what I need to work on and hope for the best. So a couple videos ago, I don't exactly remember when, I was talking about, having a chat, ask me questions if you have any. And somebody asked, what have I found that like works for me as far as like my mental health goes? What do I think doesn't work? I want to touch on what I think doesn't work, especially for me, is positive affirmations. There were a lot of people in group who were upset that there wasn't more talk about positive affirmations and inspirational quotes. And I just sat there the entire time thinking, why? Like, those are completely pointless. If that's how you get your sense of identity and well-being, I don't understand that. Maybe they work for some people, but me seeing an inspirational quote on somebody's Facebook page, 9 times out of 10, I disregard it completely, or, just almost think less of the person that put it up, just because I don't understand the point of them. They don't serve any purpose. It's usually people that aren't living to the expectations of that quote in any way, or, kind of live contrary to that quote, that put up those things. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, to me, positive affirmations and stuff like that are completely not useful. Definitely, I think mindfulness is a useful tactic. For me, there's a technique that I learned called the 3x3. It's the simplest way to engage in a mindfulness activity, I would say. Basically, let's say I'm having a moment. I'm struggling with anxiety, borderline panic. Here's what I do. I find something around me, like, let's say, ship. I'll go, that is a model of a ship. Deep breath. That's a statue. Deep breath. This is a remote. And I find that to be very calming and centering. You just pick, an object around you, speak it out loud, what it is, acknowledge it, be present with it, take a deep breath, move on to another one. It's taught as a 3x3, but I mean, really, you can use 4x4, 8x8, 20x20, if that's what you need to do. But I think just that pausing in the moment, acknowledging something, speaking out loud that it is there, focusing on it, and, the deep calming breaths, I do find that incredibly helpful. I hadn't really meant to talk about that today, but popped into my head, so I figured might as well. So, but I think that's about it for now. Like I said before, if you get, something out of positive affirmations or inspirational quotes, like, good on you. It just doesn't work for me. I don't see the point in them. A lot of the times, I think it just leads you to comparing your life to somebody else's and being like, yeah, well, it's okay, and it's easy for you to say blah, 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 blah. You're not in my shoes, and I don't think that's helpful. But I do think that being mindful, being centered, being in the moment can be extremely helpful in stressful situations. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. I'm glad, again, to be back making normal videos, and hopefully I'm 100% here very soon and can get to work on some different and interesting things for this channel in the future. So remember, throughout your life, advance daily, becoming more skillful than yesterday, more skillful than today. This is never ending. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.